Good morning, everyone. We're live from Houston, Texas. This is Monday, August 27th, and show number 86. I'm once again in the living room here. It's cloudy this time, so it's a little dark, so I'm sorry if it looks a little dark. But it's nice being in this room. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of pleasant. If you're new to Captain Housekeeper, please be sure to subscribe to the Captain Housekeeper YouTube channel. Ring that notification bell so you'll be notified when I go live or when I upload other videos. And as always, if you're enjoying this video series, please hit the thumbs up and say you like it. Good morning, Captain Kristen. Captain Cheryl, Captain Pam popped in to say hello. Good morning, Captain Charles. And Captain Diana was here real early. Today's Captain Diana's first hump day since she's taking a 5-day weekend next weekend. Remember, it's Labor Day next weekend. 5 days. I would love a 5-day weekend. I might join you. Stay tuned. I don't know. Good morning, Captain Melissa. Good to see you. Captain DJ's here. Well, lots of people are here. If you're here and you're not in the chat room, please figure out how to get in the chat room and join us. It's lots of fun. I kind of moved my comments. I set up a little comment station here with my iPad, so I don't have to look down so much, but I do have to lean forwards. If I lean forward, I'm trying to read the comments. Well, so I hope you had a good weekend. I had a nice weekend. It didn't rain. It rained all around us. So I had to water the sod. I'm still watering sod and fill the pool. I was hoping the rain would take care of that for me. So last week after the show, remember the the whole saga of my phase 2 of getting my floors fixed. So after the show last week, the nice young man, his name was, I think it was Keaton from the moving company. It's actually like a fire and restoration company, but apparently they're the ones that will take care of the moving and the setting the place up to get it ready to be repaired. So he came and looked around. He was such a nice kid. He was like 12 years old. But he seems to know what he's doing, and that's all that matters. So he looked at all the rooms and everything that needs to be packed. And I said to him, I asked, on a scale from 0 to, oh my God, how bad is this place? And he said, oh no, you have a nice place. He said, this is just normal. He said, we go into a lot of homes that have a lot more stuff. Like on that TV show. And I said, okay, well, at least I'm not like that TV show right now, so I'll hold on to that. That's a small victory for the week. So, but he looked around, and what he decided was, no, he didn't decide anything. What he did is he wrote down what he thought it would take to pack up these 3 rooms and store it. So now where we're at is he submitted that information to the flooring guy who's submitting that information to the insurance person. And we're just waiting to hear back. I looked up my insurance policy to see if there was a per diem on there that like goes with my policy. And what it turns out is it's up to the discretion of the insurance adjuster what per diem she gives us. So if she doesn't give us enough, if she really, and I understand, everyone's just doing their job, they're doing the best they can. If she really can't give us enough to get us into a house, she really wants us to be in like an extended stay motel situation, I just can't picture that with as large as my family is. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to stay if I can. Seal off when I need to seal off, get a little portable air conditioning unit that can vent out a window, set it up in the dining room. You haven't really seen the dining room. I haven't shown it, like from a distance, but it's actually big. It was a big addition the previous owners had put on. So there's enough room, I think, that I could probably camp out in there with everybody. And then we'd be by the pool for the dogs, and I'd have my own kitchen. We'll see, though. If I get lucky and they will put me up in a house, that would be just the easiest. Just move over to a house and just kind of have a little 1-month adventure in somebody else's house. I think it'd be fun. Today's Captain Charles's first day back to work after a week being off. It's tough, I know. It's tough going back to work after a vacation. That's actually one of my biggest things that I have to challenge myself is when I'm on vacation, it's getting towards the end of the vacation, I have to get it in my mind to stop the vacation when I get back. Because, you know, sometimes when I'm on vacation, if I'm traveling or whatever, I'll allow myself to indulge. I'll eat things I would normally eat, or, you know, have adult beverages and stuff. So I have to stop myself when I get back so that I don't continue the vacation for 3 more weeks. You know, pay the price eventually. So it's tough to go back to work. Captain Diana has a short week because she's taking a 5-day weekend next weekend. I'm so excited for you. I'm going to think about that a lot this week. How excited I am for you because I'm not going to get one. Sweet Sarah May just got home from the apple orchard. Honeycrisp apples. My sister Dawn was just in Michigan for the family reunion. I didn't get to go this year, but she went out to the apple processing place, and they have a little restaurant there. It's been there my entire life. I don't remember a time it wasn't there. And you can get apple dumplings and fresh apples fresh out of the orchard. It's just so much fun. I'm kind of jealous. One time, it was weird. One time, I was in Costco a couple years ago here in Houston, and they had Michigan apples. And, you know, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm from Michigan. I don't know, but I can taste the difference. And I was so excited, and they've never had, I've looked every single time I go ever since then. They've never had them again. Oh, you're going to make apple butter. Sweet Sarah May's going to make apple butter. Gosh, that sounds good. Good morning, Captain Angela. Wow, so this morning, you know, I went outside. I posted a picture. It doesn't really show very much how sweaty I actually was, but I had some stuff I had to do because today's the day the lawn dudes come and mow. So I like to clean up all the doggy landmines. And of course, while I was out there, I discovered areas of the backyard especially that could be tidied up after the whole sewer excavation experience. You know, they didn't put things back exactly how I'd like them. So, you know, there's pavers that had to be put back. So I spent some time out there. It's so hot and it's so humid. I was completely drenched when I came inside, and I was out there less than an hour. But it had to be done, so I did it. You know, Texas, it's summer for another 2 months here, so. And then it's springtime all winter long, so I can't complain. Oh, good morning, Maggie. Heirloom Academy of Healing Arts is my friend Maggie from high school. It's so good to see you, Maggie. It's been a while. I think you were traveling too. I think I saw pictures, didn't I? Weren't you up in Alaska, Maggie? But it was beautiful up there. So yeah, so I got all that work done. Oh, one of the things I had to do this weekend is, I don't know if you remember, it's been a year since Hurricane Harvey kind of came and sat on us on the Gulf Coast for days and days and days. And I know Captain Charles actually had to move out of his house to fix the damage. I had one area that was damaged, and it was more because the landscape drainage, which drains into the ditch out front, the ditch out front completely filled up, so there was no place for it to go, so it was backing up. So while we weren't in an area that you saw on the news where it was underwater, that alone made the backside of my house flood. So, you know, it wasn't as bad as other people's, but I did have to clean it up. But I think what happened was I didn't get it quite completely as sterilized, cleaned as I could have. In that room, I use it as a TV room. It goes out to the pool room. And so we're always tracking, you know, I have dogs. We're always damp when we come in. And what I kind of figured out was every time I sat in there to watch TV, and I have my home office in there, every time we were in there, our legs started to itch. And if I got on the floor and played with the dogs, I had trouble breathing. It's like, oh no. And it never ever crossed my mind that that floor might not be clean enough from the water. It's indoor-outdoor carpet on a concrete slab because it used to be a garage years ago, back in the 30s. So I kind of felt like, well, it's dry and I keep it clean, right? So what I did, this is what I did. I told you that to tell you this. I decided that just as a quick fix, this was last night, when it dawned on me what was going on, I took a clean water bottle, which I have a clean water bottle that I use for spraying different things, you know, plants and stuff. And what I did was I filled it halfway with water, and then I took some essential oils. I took patchouli, citronella, lemongrass, and tea tree oil. All of those I know have antifungal or antibacterial effects. And so I put about 5 drops of each of those things in this water bottle. So the water bottle's not that big. I mean, it's not huge. It's not a gallon. And then I shook it up real well, and I kind of saturated the rug in there, you know, sprayed it really, really well. I waited about a half hour for that to kind of dry, and then I vacuumed. And then I went in and sprayed it again and let it, you know, kind of dry. And maybe I'm imagining it. I don't know. I could be crazy. But then I went in, and we went in there, and we were all in there, and we were watching, just watching some Netflix in there. And I could breathe really well, and our legs didn't itch at all. So just as a quick fix, I think the patchouli, citronella, lemongrass, and tea tree oil mixed up, and it smelled good, with some water on there, kind of backed down whatever fungus or bacteria is going on in there. So now the next thing I'm going to do, I might do it today. I don't know if my schedule will allow it, but I'm going to go in there with the carpet cleaner and move some of the furniture out of the way and just give the carpet a really good cleaning and hopefully get it under control. I saw some stuff come in. Captain Charles says, oh, you're talking about the election? Yeah. The bond passed for some state and federal matching funds for drainage. Yeah, Houston, we need good drainage. We need our bayous to work. We need drainage out of these neighborhoods into the bayous, or we'll have trouble in the future. Captain Maggie says, I heard about a vote. Oh, you were talking about the vote. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that passed on Saturday. We voted on Saturday for that. That's really good because Houston's not getting smaller. It's getting bigger. So we really need to stay on top of this drainage. The home inspector that came and inspected when they put in the sewer pipes recently, he was born and raised. He was an older gentleman, so he's been here all his life. He said that what he feels like we've neglected in Houston is we haven't really found a way to store water, and if rain comes like Harvey comes, we're not really prepared to be able to shut off the water. So we kind of can handle water, but not as much as he feels the big picture hasn't been addressed. So hopefully this will address the big picture so nothing like Harvey happens again, because that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't lose your home because it rains, you know. Yes, Captain Maggie, I was talking about Crane's apples, yep. Captain Maggie's from where I grew up, so she knew exactly where I was talking about getting those apple dumplings. So anyway, yeah, so I got that done. Oh, and I wanted to tell you that if you are flying an American flag right now, we had a sitting senator, I don't know if you heard, Senator McCain passed away. So until Senator McCain has been interred, until he's been buried, flags are at half staff. So if you are flying an American flag, you can fly them at half staff until his interment, which will be later on this week. They have not announced the date. So as soon as I know the date, I'll be able to tell you that flags go back up to full mast. So unfortunately, when I had my flag out there, I don't know how long ago, it got hit by some wind and it bent the holder. And so the part where I can put the flag in, which flies it at half staff, got damaged. So when they're supposed to be at half staff, I just don't put the flag out, because I figured that seems more respectful than putting it at full staff when it's supposed to be at half staff. So we will do half staff until he's interred. So yeah, so today, what I have to do, gosh, there's so much to do. I'm kind of, everything in the back of my mind is they're going to be packing up these rooms fairly soon. I assume I'm going to hear from the insurance adjuster and the flooring guy like within days. So I've been kind of pulling out the stuff I don't want them to pack away and putting it in a different part of the house. You know, anything that I would cry if they broke it. And oh, look, Captain Cindy's here. Hey, you made it, Captain Cindy. It's always good to see you. Captain Cindy usually has to work right when the show starts, so it's good to see you. Captain Charles says, I would pack up all the things I don't want anyone else to touch. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Charles. I'm looking over there because I'm in the living room, and a lot of what's in here are books. I have a lot of books. So the books I don't mind so much. I did verify with the young man, Keaton is his name. I did verify with Keaton that it's a climate-controlled storage place that's private. It's not a public storage area. They use it when they're doing their job, this company. So there is no chance, there's no worry of things getting wet or moldy. Captain Diana says, I'd have to pack everything myself. I understand that too, Diana, but it's only happened once. When we first moved to Houston, it was because of a job. And so part of the package of accepting this position was that they would move us. And I was all freaked out about these movers that came to the house to move me in Dallas to here, and for about 5 minutes. And after about 5 minutes of watching them there were just 3 guys, and they were having fun, and they played their music, and they just packed everything up, and I didn't have to do it. It was a miracle. They labeled everything. They kept track of everything. They were so well organized, so professional. So that was about 5 minutes of no, don't touch my stuff. And I was like, do it. Just do what you gotta do. The less I have to do, the better. Because moving is really stressful and difficult physically. Captain Charles, skulls are another thing. All my skulls are made of resin. I do not have any humans except that. Can you see him? That's actually a fox skull, but everything else is just fake. I don't have a lot of real skulls in my life. I don't think if you can. Isn't it illegal to have human skulls? I don't know. I've never checked into it. I did look it up that it is legal in all 50 states to drive barefoot. Somebody was giving me a hard time yesterday because if I'm in flip-flops, which is rare, because I don't like flip-flops in public, but sometimes it happens. I always take the flip-flop off to drive because I'm afraid the flippy-floppy part will get caught in the pedals. So I had to look it up. It's legal in all 50 states to drive barefoot. 16 people here. Thank you for coming to Captain Housekeeper Live. If you're enjoying the show, please give it a thumbs up before you head out. I appreciate it. Only 5 thumbs up so far. Come on, people. Step up. No, actually, I really appreciate it if you do like the show. So I'm glad you come and visit with me. This is the highlight of my day sometimes. So I'm so glad you're here. So, all right, folks. Well, I got lots of stuff to do. I got to keep moving breakables out of these rooms because I think at any moment they're going to arrive with a moving truck, which is fine. Got to get her done. I don't know where I'm going to live, but we'll see. That's very sweet. Thank you, guys. That makes me so happy. I'm going to go back and watch this and just to read your comments. Gives me a boost. Thank you very much. Okay, well, you know what? Just because you're in charge of the house, Captain Diana, just because you have to move doesn't mean you have to do everything. There are people that will move you, and you don't have to you don't have to lift a finger. Automate, delegate whenever possible. Okay, say it with me, everyone. No matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make this a fantastic Monday. Okay, I love you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 11 a.m. Central in the USA. Bye-bye.